Good afternoon. As a student of Dr. King's life, what message of hope do I think he would have for the world today? Let me take you back in time. First, the time, 1967. The place, small courtroom. City, Birmingham, Alabama. The event, civil injustice versus Dr. Martin Luther King, Jr. Your Honor, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, all those who stand as witnesses, my name is Myron Gillum, civil attorney for the people. On this day, in 1967, in Birmingham, Alabama, my client and defendant, Dr. Martin Luther King, Jr., and his message of hope is on trial. But before I begin my argument for the immediate dismissal of all faults against my client, let me first address the courtroom by giving you my personal background. I was born in 1931, the same year the Star-Spangled Banner became the official national anthem of the United States. The United States, land of the free, home of the brave. However, growing up as a young black male in the 40s and 50s, I did not always enjoy the freedoms of my country. But one day in 1956, I witnessed history because of the efforts and leadership of Dr. King. During the bus boycotts, the Supreme Court ruled against bus segregation. After that ruling, I truly believed that this country could be the land of the free, only if brave men and women fought for such freedoms. My client, Dr. King, inspired me to pursue a law degree because of his hope for the future. As a practicing lawyer, I now fight against unjust laws. I fight for the people. I encourage change. It is a privilege to defend my client today. Your Honor, because of Dr. King, I hope to continue to be a voice for the people, to defend the rights of all human beings until all can declare without an ounce of reserve. Land of the free, home of the brave. I plan to do that one court case at a time. Your Honor, should a man such as Dr. King, a man who has inspired me to practice law so that I can fight for the civil liberties rightfully owed to all people, a man of integrity, a man of nonviolence, a man of God, a man of dreams, a man with freedom ringing from his heart, stand trial today? Where then is the quid pro quo? Dr. King has given so much of his life for the freedom of others. Why then is he not granted that same freedom today? My client marched on Washington for civil rights. He believes strongly in nonviolence, even he is faced with violent situations daily. He was arrested for interfering with bus operations. He stood against disenfranchisement and fought for the right to vote for all people. He has been arrested for the sit-ins. He was arrested for, quote, parading without a permit in 1963. Just 2 years ago, in 1965, the march from Selma to Montgomery, led by my client, created national support for the voting rights legislation. Your Honor, Dr. King is a brave man, and his message of hope should be honored. Because of other brave men and women, cases such as Plessy versus Ferguson and Dred Scott versus Sanford were overturned, and the 14th Amendment was finally upheld in 1954 in the case of Brown versus the Board of Education, which states that separate educational facilities are inherently unequal. That case paved the way for the civil rights movement and for my client, Dr. King, to rise up as a civil activist and national leader. Your Honor, Dr. King has a message of hope, and we are the beneficiaries. Because of my client, each of us can reach our maximum potential in our professional and personal lives. I am being one of them. I am a lawyer for the people. And speaking for the people, I object to the unjust laws that favor one race of people over another. I object to the slander, beatings, and police brutality. I object and I motion for an immediate dismissal of all charges against my client, Dr. King. In conclusion, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you are witnesses to the kind of positive impact my client has on this nation. I, Myron Gillum, am a student of law, a debtor to society, and a prodigy of Dr. Martin Luther King. He has inspired me to dream. I dream that one day, in the near future, my own children will attend schools with other children from all backgrounds. That in the year 1980, 2000, 2012, my children will gather with other children from all races and celebrate the life and message of hope of my client, Dr. King. That there will be a day on our calendar which will be designated Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Your Honor, on that day, let's all stand and declare, land of the free, home of the brave, let the final judgment in the case of civil injustice versus Dr. Martin Luther King be freedom. Thank you.